In the previous video, we saw how we can create models in ZBrush using a particular tool which is called the shadow box. So by painting the shadows with the mask pen or mask brush, we can then create a 3D shape, which is going to be really organic and really draft shape on which then we can continue to work and refine it and adding details and so on. So we're going to see different ways we can create 3D models, draft 3D models, concept design for products and other types of shapes in ZBrush. And in this lesson here, we're going to talk about polygonal modeling. Now, polygonal modeling is a technique, is let's say a set of tools that will help you to create 3D models that will be either hard poly models or soft poly models. So the polygonal modeling is based on the polygons, and polygons can be triangles, can be, usually they are four-sided, but you can also have more sides. And you can see here they are the basic structure of your mesh, which is your 3D model essentially. And they are composed by vertices and edges and faces. So essentially they are faces. And so when you work with polygonal modeling, usually you work with faces. Now, sometimes you find triangulated models with triangulation, so they use triangles, but to work with polygonal modeling, it's better to use four-sided faces. So they're going to be easier to manage and to work with. So we're going to see how you can work with vertices and edges and faces, so with polygonal modeling in ZBrush. And once you understand the technique, you can go from hard poly modeling to soft poly modeling with a simple click. Now, there are other software out there that are specific for polygonal modeling. One of these is Blender, which is free and open source. You can download it, install it, and you're gonna see also a video course dedicated to Blender. Now, the other advantages of this type of software like Blender is that you can not only work on a single subject or small scenes, you can create larger scenes, work with animation and many other features. Now, similar tools are Cinema 4D, Maya, 3D Studio Max. These are all polygonal modeling tools or software that you can use for architecture, for furniture, and also to create organic shapes and curved shapes. Now, there is another way you can do this. It's called NURBS modeling. And in this case, you work not with like boxes or faces, but you work with curves and then create curved surfaces and then curved 3D models. And the software for this is called Rhino, but you also have NURBS modeling in other software. So this is just to give you other information, and you have other options. If you don't want to use ZBrush, you can also use other software, but we have pretty large set of tools here in ZBrush that we can use to create polygonal models. It again can be hard models, hard edged models like furniture, or soft edged models like also furniture, like if you want to create an armchair and things like that. So I just create a new document here, and I'm gonna start with a really simple object like a primitive. Now, when you work with polygonal modeling, you usually start with something really simple, which again is going to be like the starting point. So it's important that you decide the correct primitive that you want to use. In this case, I want to use the cylinder. You can activate polyframe visualization to see better the polygons that are inside. You can see we have triangles on top and four-sided faces in the middle. So you can also work with a combination of triangles and four-sided faces. Now, you don't need to start with a lot of polygons, like for the sculpting that we saw previously, or because we are not working with details right now. We are working again on the draft of our model. So the less faces we have, actually, the better will be. So if I go in the Initialize tab, I can drop down the subdivisions right here. So most of the time, you're going to start with a simple cube when you do polygonal modeling, but I'm just going to show you here the basics, and then we're gonna see how you can start with a simple cube and create really complex stuff. Now I want to create an handle by starting with a simple cylinder, and I'm also going to show you again the basics of polygonal modeling. So I really want a low poly object. Right now I want few polygons so that I can manage them better and easier. So you can see that right now I am in a standard primitive, so I need to make a polymesh 3D, just as we saw previously when we want to start to edit this also with this other tool that we're gonna use. So I'm gonna do make polymesh 3D. It changed the color, but essentially just we are visualizing now the polyframe. So if you don't like the color, just go in the polygroups tab in the tool palette and just click on auto groups. It's gonna like recreate other polygroups. So polygroups can be managed and created and recreated many times using the polygroups panel. So if you do auto groups, you can see it's going to change the color. You can just continue to click on auto groups until you get a nice color. And of course you can also change the material to something that like it's going to be better for what you intend to do. So if I want to do like a metal handle or a metal object, I will probably select something more metallic. Now let's go in the brush. You can also press the B key on the keyboard to access the brush, and then press the Z key, or just move into the Z page here of the brushes, and that's the Zmodeler right there. So right now we are in the Zmodeler brush, and you can see that things are a little bit different. So if I move on top of the surfaces of this cylinder, which is actually now an hexagon prism, you can see there that I have the possibility to select faces, edges, and vertices. So by changing them to a certain point, we can switch from hard poly modeling to soft poly modeling. So when we think we are ready with the rough shape, with the hard edged shape, we can move into the soft shape. But the base will be that. So you can find many examples of when in polygonal modeling, you start with a simple, really rough and hard-edged shape into a more curved surface or soft surface, like we saw in the NURBS example. So this is just a quick operation in ZBRUSH, but also in other software. You just need to switch and essentially increase the number of subdivisions. So again, type soft poly modeling to see some examples of this passage, and you will find and type poly. So that's you can see high poly, low poly, and there you can see that with just an increase of subdivisions, you can have like more curved shapes. But I'm gonna show you that here in practice. So first of all, we have this shape, which is again a really hard shape. If I go in geometry tab in the tool palette, then you will find well, you have different ways you can increase the curviness or the softness. And in this case, when we work with polygonal modeling, you can go directly in the again geometry tab and go to the dynamic subdivisions. This will help you to model using polygonal modeling and in a soft way. So if you go in the dynamic subdivisions, click on dynamic, and there you go. So we already have the switch from hard poly modeling to soft poly modeling. So all you need to do is imagine your object, how it's going to be like really hard edged, and then when you're ready, just click on dynamic subdivisions. You can increase if you want to have more quality and more softness and more curviness. Just increase the smooth subdivisions, and we're going to see also some other parameters later. But these are really the basics of how you can work with polygonal modeling in hard poly and soft poly fashion. So let's go back to the hard poly modeling right now, because we want to create an handle. So I'm going to start to work with the faces.